Alright, in this video we will go over questions 1 through 4 of confidence intervals assignment. So, we downloaded the samples in the previous video. Go open up StatCrunch, click on Data, Load, From File on my computer. Go find that sample that you downloaded on your computer. Sample of size 25. The first sample had a size of 25, so I will open it and scroll down and click on Upload. Now, question number 1 will ask you to construct a 98% confidence interval for mean height for all students in the database. Select Stat, T-Stat, one sample with data. Column should be height, and confidence level or interval option should be chosen, and we will enter 0.98 for the 98%. Take a look. So go to Stat, T-Stat, one sample with data. Select height, scroll down, change the confidence interval level to 0.98 and hit compute. That's all you have to do. Ta-da! Now copy this table so that we can interpret this. Alright, so we got the confidence interval for the population height, the average height. We're trying to estimate the average height of all students in the population. Okay, now talking a little bit about the sample, I wouldn't say the sample is from a population of students all over the world. Look at the countries. My sample has students from what's OZ? New Zealand maybe? Okay, UK, Canada, Australia. And we have some students from Canada. I don't even have students from US. But I don't really see other, like, they're not all over the world, right? I don't see any Asian country, I don't see any African countries. So I wouldn't say the population is students from all over the world. I would just limit the population and say all students in the database. So here's the interpretation part. Let's go ahead and write a sentence about these confidence interval. Say that you are hold on, in English, come on. I am, what's wrong with this font? Give me 1 second. I am, how confident? 98% confident that the true population average height for all students in the database is in between. Now, how tall are these kids? 152.38, so that's going to be my first lower bound. That's going to be my lower limit. 152.39 centimeters. And the upper limit of this. Put the units there, okay? 163.85 centimeters. Okay? So if you construct many of these confidence interval of the same size, we will see that about 98% of them will capture the true population average. Okay? Explain why we create T interval instead of Z interval. Well, the sample size was 25, but we used, I'm going to type Y. We had to create T interval instead Z interval because we did not have the population standard deviation. So that's the answer that we're going to put for number 3. And this is what I'm going to ask you again on your final exam. Oh, I'm sorry, not final exam, final project. Like, what do we have to use T interval instead of Z interval? Because we don't have the population standard deviation. Last one, what is the margin of error for your confidence interval? Show work. Now, you can use the formula if you want to, that critical value times standard error, but I'll do it this way. I will say margin of error is equal to upper limit minus point estimate, okay? Because we have those values already. What was the upper limit from our confidence interval? 163.85 centimeters, right? So that was the upper limit of my confidence interval. I'm going to subtract this by the point estimate or the sample average of 158.12 centimeters. So by a simple subtraction, I'll be able to find the margin of error. And this will be the same number that you will get if you use the margin of error formula. But the margin of my margin of error is 5.73 centimeters. 5.73 centimeters. So that's how you can answer questions number 1 through 4. I will stop this video and start another one going over 5 through 13 soon.